All right, guys, let's move on to triangle inequalities. And before we do that, let's look at this problem from our slopes worksheet. So this showed these two lines and asked if they are perpendicular and to justify your answer. All right, many people will just put, yes, they are perpendicular because they intersect. That is not correct. Perpendicular does not mean just two lines that intersect. It means that two lines meet or intersect at a 90-degree angle. So this angle right here has to be 90 degrees for us to say that they are perpendicular. So we were looking at slopes of these lines to determine if they are perpendicular. So you needed to actually do the math and calculate the slope of each of these lines using the 2 points that are given. So we got this point right here and here to find the slope of this line, and then these two to find the slope of the other line. And if we do that, we get 3/2 and negative 7 over 5. Remember, perpendicular slopes are negative reciprocals. These two are negative of each other because one is positive and one is negative, but they are not reciprocals. So make sure you're not just looking at the picture. Nothing in this class is drawn to scale. You have to justify your answer with math. All right, triangle inequalities. You should have noticed in your first GeoGebra 1 that not all combinations of side lengths create triangles. And here is our theorem. The sum of the lengths of the two shorter sides must be greater than the longest side. So what that means is that if AB is a short side and BC is a short side, if I add them together, they're going to be greater than AC, which would be my longest side, and so on. So let's look at one. In this triangle with the given side lengths here, AB is 9, BC is 3, and AC is 11. So you're going to be asked, does this actually form a triangle? So I am adding my two smallest sides, 9 plus 3, that is 12, which is greater than 11. So this is a triangle. If my side AB had been 8, I would add 8 plus 3, 8 plus 3, that actually equals 11. So that does not give me a triangle. If my side here was 7, 7 plus 3 is 10. That is actually smaller than 11, so that does not give me a triangle. I hope that makes sense. Let me know if you have questions on that. Here are some of the questions you're going to see, though. Determine if the third side is the longest side of the triangle. So we got 3, 6, and 9. We add the two shortest sides, 3 and 6. That actually equals 9. So we do not have a triangle. 9 cannot be the other side of our triangle. And then you're also going to be asked, what is the range of the third side? So you have to look at both sides of this. If 20 and 14 are our smallest sides, we add them together and we're going to get 34. That means that that other side cannot be 34 or greater. But then we have to look at it, what if 14 and another side is the smallest side and 20 is my longest side? What would equal 20? 14 plus what? 14 plus 6. So that means that it cannot be 6, but what if it's 5? No, it has to be greater than 6. Because 14 plus 6 is 20, so it can't be 6, but it also can't be 5 because then we're going to be going less than 20. So we need to get greater than 20, so it's going to be 6. Not 6, it's going to be greater than 6. Good Lord, guys. And this says 5. I mean 6 and not equals 2. So our inequality really looks like this, guys. 6, S. So our side has to be greater than 6, and less than 34. I messed that up so bad, so let me know if you have questions. All right, our next theorem, and you should have already done GeoGebra 2 as well. The sum of our interior angles of a triangle is 180, and the sum of our exterior angles is 360. In a triangle, the longest angle is across from the longest side, and vice versa, meaning that the shortest side is across from the shortest angle. So let's look at this. First, we have 3 angles here, one's missing. Our 3 angles have to add up to 180. So that means I can take my 180 minus my 45 minus my 92 to get this third angle. We do the math, that's 33 degrees. All right, the second part of that said that my largest angle, which is this 92 because it's the biggest of the 3, is across from the longest side. So this side could be 11, okay? So then my shortest angle is across from the shortest side. We can say that this is 3. I hope that makes sense. I think I have an example. Yeah, so one of our examples could be, what are the 2 angles? So, do we remember what these little lines mean? It means that our sides are the same. So if our sides are the same, this one looks at this angle and this one looks at this angle, that means that these 2 angles are the same degrees. Again, our triangle has to add up to 180. So I would take 180 minus 65. That is 180 minus 65 minus 65 is 115. These angles add up to 115, so I need to take 115 and divide it by 2. Dividing it by 2, that gives me 57.5 degrees. So this angle here is 57. Sorry about my writing. And this angle right here is 57.5 degrees. And if I add up all 3 of these angles, it should add up to my 180. Again, guys, I went through this very quickly, and technology has not been my friend today or last week. Let me know if you have any questions on this.